Hi, this is Ravi from the Nifty BN channel. We are starting a new series of videos called Option Greeks. This series would have multiple episodes, each focusing on one Greek in particular. The main objective is to give you a better insight into option Greeks and how to use them to improve your options trading decisions. Want to meet like minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments, and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community. So, what are option Greeks? Option Greeks, the most common of them being delta, gamma, vega, and theta, let you visualize how sensitive an options position is to changes in price, volatility, and the passage of time. They help you make important decisions on when to make adjustments to your options position. They help you foresee how your options position would react to different risks. Most of these risks, such as news, earning announcements, flash crashes, etc., are uncontrollable but can be managed with a solid knowledge of the options Greeks. A proper understanding of option Greeks would help you mitigate the impact of the external factors discussed earlier on the P&L of an options portfolio. But before we dive into the main topic, let's first learn some important concepts of options trading, such as option moneyness, intrinsic value, and time value of an option, volatility, and standard deviation. So, what is option moneyness? Moneyness is a relative position of the current price of an underlying asset, either a stock or an index, with respect to the strike price of an option. The option can be either call or a put. So, what are at the money, in the money, and out of the money options? When the strike price and current price of the underlying asset are equal, the option is called at the money. This is true for both call and put options. Say Nifty is at 11,200. Then the 11,200 strike price call and put options are considered at the money options. For a call to be in the money, current price of the underlying asset has to be greater than strike price. For a put option to be in the money, current price has to be less than strike price. Similarly, for a call option to be out of the money, the current underlying price has to be below strike price. For a put option to be out of the money, the current underlying price has to be above the strike price. To understand the concept of option moneyness better, let's look at a visual example. Say Nifty is at 11,200. Then all the strike prices on the call side that are above 11,200 are considered out of the money, and the strike prices that are below 11,200 are considered in the money. And the reverse is true for the put options. But this is relative. That is, if Nifty moves up by 500 points, then the 11,700 strike price call and put options are considered at the money options. In the same way, if Nifty moves down by 500 points, then the 10,700 strike price call and put options are considered at the money options. Now to intrinsic value and time value. Two key components make up an options price: time value and intrinsic value. At the money options have the most time value, while in the money options have the most intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is nothing but the difference between the price of the underlying asset and the strike price of the option, whereas time value is the difference between the premium of the option and the intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is basically the amount by which the strike price of an option is in the money. This is to say that the out of the money options do not have any intrinsic value. It can also be seen as the portion of an options premium that is not lost with the passage of time. Assume that Nifty is at 11,215 and the 27th August expiry 11,200 call is trading at a premium of 163. The intrinsic value of this 11,200 call is 15 and the remaining 148 is pure time value. The same expiry in the money 10,800 call is trading at a premium of 464. The intrinsic value of this 10,800 call is 415 and the remaining 39 is pure time value. The same expiry out of the money 11,800 call is trading at a premium of 6.5. The intrinsic value of this 11,800 call is 0 and the entire 6.5 is just time value. The time value decreases with time, falling to 0 on the expiration date. But time value erosion is not linear. In general, an option loses one third of its time value during the first half of its life and the remaining two thirds of its time value during the second half. The same is true for the put option. Now let's look at one of the common mistakes made by beginners when they start trading options. On the other side of the video, we would look at an example. Mistake number 5. Reluctant to realize a loss. Beginner traders tend to be reluctant to realize a loss and eager to realize a gain. Consequently, they sell winners too early and ride losers too long. For example, you sold a June 2020 10,000 put option on Nifty thinking that Nifty would remain below the strike price of your sold option, that is 10,000 by expiry. The profit potential on this trade is limited to the premium received, but the loss potential is theoretically unlimited. The psychology of a beginner trader is that when Nifty moves beyond 10,000, he would wait for the position to reverse, which may or may not happen. And if Nifty continues to move up, the small loss turns into a greater one and ends up putting you in a situation where you are trapped. The conclusion is that the only way to avoid costly losses is to take care of them when they are minor. You must realize that no trader is 100% successful, and taking a loss is not a failure, but a step on the path to victory. We would discuss some more options mistakes you should avoid as a beginner in the next part. Let us know in the comment section which one mistake you made in your trading journey. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's look at an example where I would illustrate both moneyness and intrinsic and time value concepts at one go. Let's take the example of a 6th August expiry 11,200 call. On 23rd July, Nifty closed at 11,215.45 and the settle price of the 6th August expiry 11,200 call was 191.35. Remember that intrinsic value is the difference between the price of the underlying asset and the strike price of the option. So in this case, the intrinsic value is 11,215.45 minus 11,200, which comes to about 15.45. And the extrinsic value or time value is premium minus intrinsic value, which in this case is 191.35 minus 15.45, which comes to about 175.9. Since the option is at the money, there is little intrinsic value and a lot of time value. On 28th July, Nifty closed at 11,300.55 and the settle price of the call option was 204.9. Since the option is now in the money, it has a good amount of both intrinsic value and time value. On 29th July, Nifty closed at 11,202.85 and the settle price of the call option was 152.25. Since the option is now again at the money, there is little intrinsic value and a lot of time value. On 6th August, Nifty closed at 11,200.15 and the settle price of the call option was 0.15. As the option expired right at the money, it expired almost worthless. The time value is 0 and the intrinsic value is 0.15. In the next episode, we would learn two more important concepts of option trading: volatility and standard deviation. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter and Telegram, use the username NiftyBN. Also, I post some of my trades to the community tab, so don't forget to check that from time to time.